Jake Elliott.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
I mean, you talk about a career resurgence. In his time in Tampa Bay, I mean, think back, Mike, former #1 overall pick, Heisman Trophy, and then the Cleveland Browns, the team that drafted him, they pretty much said, you know what, we're going to move on without you, and it took Baker Mayfield a little time to find where that next home that believed in him, and since he landed in Tampa Bay, he has taken the opportunity and run with it. Back-to-back Pro Bowl appearances, 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns. If he continues to cut back on the interceptions, he's going to continue to take this Buccaneers team into the playoffs, because that's really all he's ever done.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That is brought in by Ibuka. They get 21 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield.
Mayfield's pass complete to Chris Godwin. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he's gonna struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Got a man! It's Ibuka! Complete! And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the...
nowhere to go! He's going to be taken down. God, Campbell in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. It's Otten in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll try to run for it. And he will get into the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Buccaneers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game. On first down, they pick up 7 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
13 yards on the play.
Pick up there of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. It's second down.
Second and 10.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
A pass caught by Saquon. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page in his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
At the 42.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Jake Elliott to kick
And
off
back to work
for
goes
Philadelphia.
Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. This is Irving. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
That's good for a 1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run it. It's Irving. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. That's Ibuka in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
And 3 at the 3-yard line.
Pulls it in around the 5. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bucs have the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. Here's third down and a few inches. As we are ready, Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That his second touchdown tonight. A lot of bodies down there, but there's one with the football, the quarterback. It's all that matters. Breaks the plane for the touchdown.
And all that quarterback is looking for, Mike, is the smallest of creases before that snap. Once he identifies it, all that's left to do is put your head down, get behind the big boys up front, and drive the legs across the goal line.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs extend their advantage to 14-3.
Eagles 3.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
And in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley who appears to be shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Nine yards from the end zone for 2nd down and goal. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal for Hurts. He'll try and get there, and he's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Eagles 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 3rd and 2. That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Godwin working the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
It's Otten in motion. To throw is Mayfield.
defensive end here, Mike, it's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
So, on fourth down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got this complete. That's Smith. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 87 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. To return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Irving, and he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. He'll go again here with Irving. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Cooper DeJean on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. Now Mayfield. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
Yards. That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
To the outside, catch made by Evans. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 31 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
They'll run with Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Baker. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook. And
that one taken in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bucs move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Here's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Hurts. He takes off. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith.
Complete to Devontae Smith. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles cut the deficit down to 1.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Short pass. He's got Calcaterra. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Jalen Hurts. A gain of 9 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
On third down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the first down.
On the ground, this is Barkley. He steers clear of first tackler, working his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Hurts. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. And it's an incompletion.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
On third down, here's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A tight end in motion now. A run with Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Now Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
On third down, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown. Good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go.
You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to Cade Otton. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otton. A gain there of 11. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Complete to Cade Otton. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Waste of time.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 2.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
9 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Right back to Irving. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Baker to throw. And he's got another one. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think a quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. But 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On play action, Hurts. He runs with it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
The reality is, Mike, there's just not too many guys in the league who are capable of making that play. Once he gets past the line of scrimmage, he has all sorts of space to run. He's one of the faster quarterbacks around, and he's able to pick up big yardage before stepping out of bounds.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's down at the 3. What a run.
It's a gain of 20. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Hurts going to keep it on the option. He will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now it's Hurts. He'll swing that out wide, and he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes Tucker. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They go play action with Mayfield. This one caught left side by Evans. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Mayfield. He's going to tuck it and go. And wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. Now screen set up from Irving. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Baker. Got a man! It's Ibuka! Complete! A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play, breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
Another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a first down.
Give. This is Irving, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. Let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st down, here's Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, will be a bit of a letdown.
And the Buccaneers are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Second and goal. Here's Mayfield. It is brought in the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage, great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers have taken a 4-point advantage.
Eagles 31.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He'll step up and run this. He'll get this close to the 1st down marker, taken down just shy at the 38.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
He'll try and get there on the ground. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Philadelphia. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Here's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard.
Complete to number 88, Dallas Goddard. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
2nd and 7. To throw is Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
4. The game hanging in the balance and a critical 3rd down. One of the tight ends motions right. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. This is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that edge crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
38, Buccaneers 35.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. To return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Now 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
7-yard line.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. Now they burn the timeout. They're in that gray area. You might be able to get in 2 plays, but maybe just one left in this game. We'll see.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to force overtime. Oh, he had the distance, but it doinks off the upright, no good. And the missed kick is going to cost them the game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Down to a knee, and that will wrap this one up. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.